Hello friends, today we are going to see the next chapter, that is birds, beaks and claws. As like humans and animals, birds also need food to live. They have beaks and claws to get food and eat it. As birds do not have teeth, birds mainly eat fish, meat, seeds, fruits and insects. The claw and the beak of the bird tell us about its eating habit. What is eating habit? Eating habit means what type of food is eaten by birds. Whether all birds eat all type of food or they have different eating habits. Eating habits, as I have told you, as we have discussed, flesh eating birds are there, seed eating birds are there, and insect eating birds are there. How are they classified? Before that, we will see the functions of beak. The bird's beak is useful in many ways for the birds. It helps them to gather the food, to carry the building materials used for making nest, to protect themselves from the enemies. Most birds smoothen their feathers using their beaks, which is called preening. Now we will see different beaks. Flesh-eating birds have strong, sharp and curved beaks for tearing the flesh. Which are these flesh-eating birds? The examples are kite, owl, hawk and vulture. These are also known as birds of prey. Next type of birds are grain eating birds. This type of birds have short, hard and stony beaks to crush the grains and seeds. Examples are sparrow, cock, finch. The tip of the beak gets worn out due to constant use, and so it grows all its life. Now when you want the example, or when if we can take an example like our nails, every time they break, they are removed and again they grow. Same way, the tip of the bird is constantly growing till its life goes on. The next type of birds are the ducks, like water birds. The bird with broad and flat beak, which helps it to catch the fish from the water. These are tiny holes at the sides of its beak. When the duck takes in the muddy water with insects, worms, and plants, the mud and water flows out of the holes, and due to which it can only eat the small insects and the small fish from the water. The next one we are going to see is about the swallow. Is a bird with short and broad beak. It has a sticky tongue and mouth. When the bird flies in the air, it keeps its mouth open, due to which the insects in the air get stick to its tongue and mouth, which is the food of that particular bird. The next bird, like a parrot, a hooked beak for cracking nuts and hard fruits. The curved beak also help it to climb. The parrot can move its upper beak. Only one beak it can move. The hope has long curved and slender beak for pulling out insects from the hiding places such as holes in the ground. The next bird is woodpecker. Woodpecker has a strong and chisel shaped beak. It makes the hole in the barks of trees and catches the insects living under them. As we have seen, the birds have different type of beaks. They also have feet and claws. Most birds have 4 toes on each foot and claw at the tip of their toes. The arrangement, size, and the shape of the toes and claws are related to their needs and movement. Claw help the bird to catch prey, hold their prey firmly while flying, protect themselves from enemies, and move around. Now there are different types of claws: preaching bird, scratching bird, climbing birds, birds of prey, swimming bird, running bird, wading bird. In that, first we will see preaching birds like crows and sparrow perch means hold on the branch of the trees. They have 3 toes in front and one behind that curls around the branch and holds it firmly. They can even sleep while perching. It holds their branch on which they are sitting. Scratching birds like hens and quails scratch the ground with their claws to look for the seeds and insects. They have 3 toes in front and a short hind toe higher up the leg. They have strong legs and hard claws which help them to dig the ground. Climbing birds like parrot and woodpecker have 2 toes in front and 2 toes behind. They use these toes to climb up on the tree. The front toe helps them to hold the fruit and the back toe helps them to have the grip on the tree trunk. Next is birds of prey like hawks, owls and eagle eat flesh. They have 3 toes in front and one behind which help them to have a hold and grip on the prey, which they can hold their food strongly. Next is swimming bird. The ducks and pelicans and swans have webbed feet which help them to paddle through water. Webbed feet means they have closed toes and fingers. A small hind toe is slightly higher up and the leg. Now running birds. There are some birds like ostrich which cannot fly because of its heavy weight. So the legs of these birds are strong which help them in running. Also the birds have cushion like toes which do not sink into the sand even while fast running. Wading birds such as herons, flamingos and crane walk through the water, muddy shores, ponds and river to catch the fish. So these type of they have long legs that keep their bodies well above the level of the water. Their toes are thin and spread out which help them to have a grip in the water and easily they can lift their leg without moving the water.